You're listening to WRTB 92.6 FM in the morning.
Okay, good morning, good morning. That's right. Welcome back to the best morning show in the D, because you know the D is good in the AM, and it is AM in the D. Right here with myself, the ROXANNE, and Mr. C at WRTB. That's right, 92.6.
Good morning to all my fly guys and fly girls out there. This is the man with the master plan, DJ Mr. C, on the AM in the D with my partner, Roxanne Shante. Let's get it going.
Please believe it. Let me tell you something. It has been a night, and we have a lot to get into this morning. So let's just get ready for the day, like your morning commute. Mr. C, what's going on out there with that traffic?
Here's the traffic report.
Well, let me tell you something, Shante. Last night was Devil's Night. So y'all know everything is mad backed up around the city because we're cleaning up the city, man.
I heard that they was crazy on Jefferson Avenue. A little bit went down there, you know what I'm saying, on Woodward and everything like that. But I got to say that the point was kind of spared a little bit. Did you hear anything about that?
Yeah, you know. I mean, that's how it goes, Shante. Point is that, you know you got to run through downtown. I mean, downtown ain't safe.
Absolutely. And on that note, let's get into another dope track. And y'all stay tuned in the AM and the D with the ROXANNE and, of course, Mr. C on WRTB. Stay tuned. We got some more coming up for you.
I'm the Big Daddy Kane.
So we're back, and that last record was definitely crazy. Ain't No Half Stepping by Big Daddy Kane.
I'm the Big Daddy Kane.
Please believe it. Down the road.
Yes.
That was good. That was like really, really good. See, I like that. Well, listen, he's been having a crazy year with that new album. Matter of fact, y'all both have.
Yeah,
and I'm going to tell you, there's so much going on.
Absolutely, man. So far, so good for us now that this album is coming out and doing its thing. But I got to shout out a new rapper from Detroit named Eshawn. Make sure you check him out, Shante. Eshawn, new rapper from Detroit, from our city. He got some stuff coming real soon that's going to be super dope.
Well, look, Eshawn, Shante, sound good to me. Now, let me tell you something, too. One of the things I went through is, like, I've noticed that my album collection has now gotten greater. Because, you know, like, usually I would only listen to Juice Crew stuff. I just would. That's just me.
Right.
But being here in the D, it has opened me up to so many different things, including the fact of us listening to a lot of things that's coming back from home, like Slick Rick.
Slick Rick is becoming that person that's going to be known as one of the greatest storytelling rappers of all time, because he just, you know, with songs like Children's Story and Mona Lisa, he goes in depth and tell you those kind of hood stories, but in a fun way. What do you think about that Public Enemy album? It takes a nation of millions to hold us back.
Public Enemy, devil what?
Now, remember when they first came out, Shante, our very own Mr. Magic was kind of dissing them, saying, you know, their music was kind of whack. But look at them now. They got this album out and they doing their thing.
You know what? It's a whole different type of hip hop that we're actually looking at. Like, even when I look at their performance, it's like it's captivating, because I've never seen a performance like that where it's no dancers. I mean, I love Flav, though.
Right.
I love Flav.
Well, you got the S1W doing their little military.
But that's like a military, like that's like being on the dance floor doing the robot. Like, I don't know if you should really be doing the robot, so I like to see it on the stage. I love it.
Right.
You know, and they definitely give you that feeling of like strength and what you want to go out and what you want to do.
Absolutely. Now, last but not least, let's talk about this MC Light album, Light as a Rock. What is your thoughts about that as a female MC?
God, I'm gonna tell you, she's one of the dopest females that I heard thus far, and I gotta say that.
Wow.
Because her voice, see, my octave is here. She's over here. So, you know, automatically, like, when you hear her, it's just different. It doesn't have that I'm a girl sound. And I love it, because it's like that raspiness, like, let me cha-cha-cha with his body. I like it. I do.
I love the production. Shout out to King of Chill. Did some of the production on the Light as a Rock album. It's definitely going to be a classic as well. You know what I mean? Like, between people like MC Light and yourself, you ladies are setting the trend for how the female MC is going to be from here up into the future.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. And I'm going to tell you, this is shaping up to be a huge year in hip-hop, because now it's just coming from all different directions. So many great things happening and all of that other stuff. So this is just going to be incredible. Now, you know, when I get off air today, I'm going to go get my hair done over at Billy Jean's. So shout out Eshawn. I'm going to get my hair done at Billy Jean's. And we'll be right back after we drop you some more of this great hip-hop. Please believe it, baby. Okay, that's right. Remember, you're listening to WRTB. That's right, where you get the D in the AM and the AM in the D. Please believe it, baby. Now, you know that last record was by MC Lyte, I Cram to Understand You.
Yo, that record is funky fresh, Shante. I love that record.
I knew somebody named Sam.
You did?
Yeah, but I didn't cram to understand him, but I knew somebody named Sam, but we understood each other. Like, I understood Sam, like, so, you know, yeah. But let me just tell you, that is a powerful record, and I just can't get it out of my head. And she's keeping it real with what's going on in the community. It's like, I really love it when my hip-hop sisters actually get a chance to tell their side of the story. Absolutely. And that's what she's doing.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, man. I mean, for a long time, she's been putting it down, and she's finally getting her props, and she's finally getting the recognition that she deserves. And with people like her and you, Queen of Rocks, Roxanne Shante, y'all are setting the tone for the future of the great female MC.
Ooh, I love that.
Hey, yo, one day, me and you, we gotta take a trip to Brooklyn, and we gotta go to Empire Roller Rink. You know, she mentions this Empire Roller Rink on, you know what I mean? We have to take that trip to Brooklyn and go to Empire Roller Rink one day.
Absolutely. And you know what else too? You know they got Skate 3000 here in the D too. But
really?
You know, yeah, but when you skating over there in the 3000, you gotta come skate ready. And I don't mean with just your skates.
Because you know how BMF gets down. They get in there. You never know what's gonna happen.
These streets are getting crazy. I won't get into it for real, but I've been hearing some rumblings about a new crew out here in the D.
Yo, I've been hearing the same things, which brings me to my favorite segment of the show, Where You At Wednesdays. Y'all know the deal, Detroit. Hit me up on the request line right now. Tell us who you are, where you at, and what you see. Matter of fact, let's go to the request line right now. Line 1, who's this?
Where you at?
This is Chris from Fishcorn. I'm over by the potato patch paying downtown, and I see a whole bunch of people who need some snow boots. People are walking around with their socks sticking out.
Listen, it's too cold to be walking around with your socks sticking out in the D because you're going to mess around and lose a toe. I'm trying to tell you because we know how cold it is there. Did you ever have a pair of shoes with a hole in it?
Well, I mean, I ain't never had no shoes with no hole in it, but I remember, you know, working at Airborne Express. I was a bike messenger. So I had to work in that freezing cold, and I had to use that bike thing with Airborne Express and go through the snow. So I had to put on 2, 3, 4 goddamn socks on.
I know that's right. Well, I ain't have to go to Airborne. Instead, if my shoes had a hole in it, I just go to the store and put on another pair. Put them ones with that hole in that box, baby, and keep it moving. But you know, that's just the Roxanne Shante way.
Oh, you always gotta stay fly.
That's the snatch up layaway. It's a little different there. You know, a little different thing there.
All right, we're gonna go to line 4 on the request line. Who is this?
Yo, this is Andre from Franklin Park. I'm waiting on Buddy's Pizza to open so I can grab me a slice in the town club. See somebody owe me a dub. Wonder if I should whoop his ass.
I would. Listen, it's early morning. Sometimes the way you got to start your day off with is just a little bit of nonsense. That's right. See if you can get that $20 and then you can come by the station and we can split it.
Line 8, who is this?
Yeah, this is D. D's.
Oh, God. We had to get one of those. See, now if I see that person.
Crack them that didn't sound so good. It's morning time. Okay, so now let's go back to the lines again.
This is Leslie from Mack Avenue, and I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. It looks like a stretch limo, but this thing is bigger. It looks like something Reagan would drive around in. Some army type shit.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if the president's in town, but I know whoever's in them limos got a lot of dead presidents, baby. And I've been seeing them ride around in and out of town. Matter of fact, I was gonna follow one, but then I would have seemed kind of thirsty, so I didn't want to follow it. But shout out to it. Have you seen it going around town?
Maybe Isaiah Thomas is in the limo, or maybe our very own Mayor Coleman Young is in the limo. Who knows? I mean, the ghost of Jimmy Hoffa. I mean, I don't know who the hell could be in the limo.
Well, I'm going to tell you who it ain't. It ain't Isaiah Thomas because I know what he drive. And it ain't the mayor because I done been in his car. So, and it ain't Jimmy Hoffa because we still looking for him. So whoever it is, like I said, they got a lot of money, honey, because that's something new. They done had a black one, a green one, a white one, and they ride around together. So yeah, that's something new. Ladies, there's a new crew in town. Some money, let's get down. All right, y'all, we have a guest soon to be legend in the building today. That last song was from their debut album, Long Live the Kane, with our very own Mr. C.
Hell yeah, Shante. And man, this is a pleasure to introduce my high school friend, my homeboy, Big Daddy Kane, live in the building. What's going on, Kane?
What's happening, man?
Hey, man.
How y'all doing?
We're great. We're great, man. Let's talk about our debut album, Long Live the Kane. Now that it's out, it's getting ready to come out. How do you feel about it?
Man, I'm happy, man. I feel like the world is finally going to get a chance to see what I'm about and what I do. And I think that we took our time and we crafted something unique that everyone should appreciate.
Absolutely. Let me just tell you, now I've had the pleasure of being able to listen to the entire album. Now I'm telling everybody out there, now listen, y'all got to make sure that y'all pick up this album, because please believe it, baby, it is great. Now, Raw, tell me, how'd you do that track, Raw?
Raw was like, it was that thing that really meant a whole lot to me, for the simple fact that with the Just Rhyming with Biz being out, everybody thought it was Biz's song, because Biz is already popular and he rhymes first, so they thinking it's Biz's song. So I got a song that's playing on the radio, but nobody booking me for shows. I'm sitting home broke, We both sitting home broke.
We're both sitting home broke.
Yeah. We all sitting home broke, you dig? In a real kind of way, So then, when Fly Ty gave the go-ahead that I can actually go in the studio and do something else, I couldn't wait. That's why the song start off saying, "Here I am, R.A.W." Because I feel like that's the introduction to me.
Now, I was a part of a lot of the scratches and the cuts and the scratches on the album. We recorded the album at Marley Marl House. Tell everybody, what was the recording process of me doing those incredible scratches on the Long Live the Kane album, and us recording Mr. C's Master Plan together?
I mean, yo, man, I've watched you get busy at so many parties, and, I've watched you, get it off inside my apartment, with your turntable set up on my mother's ironing board.
Yes, sir.
With her speaker supporting it,
Yes, sir.
So, I know, your craftsmanship, watching your artwork and the way you put that together was amazing. And then, like, with Mr. C's Master Plan, I'm just going to say this. I can talk about all the amazing stuff, but the fact that you found something, a song, that when you play it backwards, it sounds like you're saying Mr. C. What's messing with that?
So that's the trick to it.
That way, I use It's a Demo by Cool G Rap and DJ Polo, It's a Demo. And then I bring it, at the end of It's a Demo, it goes, it's a demo. That's how the song ends. So when I spun it back, it sounded like it says, I'm Mr. C, I'm Mr. C, I'm Mr. C, I'm Mr. C. So that was a lot of creativity brought into it. But, for the people that don't know, you're a DJ yourself. You DJ'd for Roxanne Shante. That's how you kind of got into the Juice Crew and helping her out with the song called Have a Nice Day, which came out last year in 1987. Tell everybody, all the homeboys and homegirls out there, about your experience with DJing for Roxanne Shante and helping her out with Have a Nice Day.
Yeah, tell them about us, Kane. Tell them about us.
Well, I mean, it all started, I forgot what show we was prepping for, but everybody was in there DJing. You may remember Mr. C, but everybody was in there prepping DJing. And I got on the turntables and started doing some DJ tricks. And Shante, she spoke to me and she asked me about, going on the road with her. She told me about getting ready to do the Def Jam tour. And I was like, I got to talk to Biz first. Then Shante said, I can give you $250 a show. And I said, well, listen, what I meant was I got to tell Biz that.
That's right.
Wow. That's dope.
Yeah.
Even though you're from Brooklyn, New York City, right? Have you heard of the BMF crew in Detroit? And what have you heard about the BMF crew?
Bad Boys move in silence. So, that's something that, I would rather not even comment on. I think I would rather wait until the book come out.
Smart man.
Yeah.
There you go. Long live the Kane.
Yeah. Long live
the Kane.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Because this is wonderful and we love it. And listen, when you come here to the D, especially in the AM, because the D is great in the AM, stop by and come and see your sister and brother. The door is always open.
Thank you, Shani. Love you, Cut.
Hey, I love you too, man.
That's right. You're listening to The Morning Show right here on WRTB. That's right, where the D is good in the AM and for the D.
And now it's time for Ask My Roxanne.
Okay, that's right. You are listening to the greatest morning show in the D. That's right. The D is good in the AM, and it is AM in the D right here at WRTB. Now, Mr. C, you know, I was just talking to Kane, and we were just talking about relationships, and I asked him, you know, what type of woman does he want? He said, you got to have a brain in order to be Miss Kane. Now,
Right.
that's a hot line. You told him, listen, you got to use that in a song. Now, that's a bar.
Word.
Now, that's a bar. Please believe it. Now, let me ask you, tell me, how do you feel about relationships? Like, tell me, what does it take for a relationship?
I didn't think you was going to be asking me about relationships. That's what we doing this morning? You're going to ask me about relationships?
Well, who else better to ask than you? DJ Mr. C.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Shante. I have not, in my younger age, got into a serious relationship yet. I mean, we're making records. We're on the road. So, you know, we doing our thing on the road with women. I mean, I can't speak for Kane, but for me, you know, I just be, you know, DJing, doing my thing and, you know, going to the hotel-y, you know, making it happen.
Okay.
But the first time, I will tell you this, the first time that me and Kane went to Europe
Yes.
was my first time having sex on the road.
What?
Yes. We went to Europe and we was in London, and I had sex on the road. That was my first time having sex on the road. And Big Daddy Kane, Scoop Lover and Scrap Lover, our dancers, they saw me in my underwear, like kind of like after everything happened. And I had on leopard print underwear.
Well, tell us about it. Shit. Okay, you was wearing leopard print.
I had
All
on
right.
leopard print underwear.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So then after they saw me with the leopard print underwear having sex in Europe, they started calling me N.A.
I thought it was because your numbers was high. I didn't know that it was because your first time out the gate you wore leopard.
I wore leopard and not the tighty whitey leopard joints.
Ain't no other leopard but those.
Yeah, so
Like I ain't never seen leopard boxes, and I done seen many a boxes in my day.
I may have not had the experience of falling in love or being in a serious relationship, but I have had the experience of wearing leopard print drawers.
Get out. That's where that came from?
Yes.
Do you know? Listen. All of these years, I thought that came because your numbers was high. Like you would just be on anything. Like
No. Because he got the whole thing from the Eddie Murphy Raw stand-up.
Yes.
When Eddie Murphy called the African girl that he got married to Fufu.
Oh, that's so sad. I feel. Do y'all hear that out there, Morning Drive? Do y'all hear? Like I'm feeling so sad right now that his first experience, they caught him with leopard drawers on.
Yeah. So, but now I love the name. I embrace it with pride. So it's
You wear your leopard. That's
yeah,
right.
it's the man with the master plan, Mr. C, aka N.A.
And AKA leopard drawers, because you should have never told me that shit, because I'm telling everybody from now on.
We done told everybody. We told the whole D about it.
Yeah, but I'm talking about I'm going to tell it for years to come.
I just hope BMF don't step to me and tease me about it, because I'm probably just going to go in the corner and hide, you know, with them BMF boys.
Oh, we about to get leopard outfits. Are you kidding? I'm about to go get a cat suit right now. Please believe it. So that is your morning drive, where we keep the fun alive right here on WRTB.